Okay, testing, testing. Let's see if this actually works. Okay, just gotta wait for YouTube to catch up. Okay, so it seems to be working now. Hey, Chris. Hey, Dart. Okay, so I have switched over to my laptop. I don't have my proper mic plugged in, so sorry if the voice quality is not so good. I am lacking some USB ports. So I'm just using my Xbox mic. Hopefully it's not too bad. We'll just make do with it this stream. Everything seems to be working perfectly, not dropping any frames, running at 60 frames per second. Zychronics, can you talk? Make sure our voice levels are good.
Testing, testing.
Everybody here, is Zychronics okay? Give that a minute for them to catch up. All right. I think we are finally good. Only a half hour in. So where were we? Oh, right. So yeah, recompiler. We were just about to implement a new parameter type for the vampire kiwi script. Unfortunately, I did not commit the code change I made there, but it'll only take me a second to rewrite that regular expression. I think this is all good. Right, we're in the Lexer. It was game var array 4. If I could take any mob from LOD and keep it as a pet, what would I choose? I mean, that's a pretty good question because they all seem to want nothing more than to kill you.
Monster.
Yeah,
Monster's the best party member. And it's the best monster at the same time. Easy question.
All right. Well, we know what Zychronix wants. Um, I don't know. I mean, to me, I think the obvious is cute cat. This one's called, right?
Yeah, the Thunder Cat on the Divine Tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that should. Oh, I forgot to change a couple of things there. Nightbot doesn't know what it's talking about. And we have another unknown parameter. Yeah. See, this is what I mean by insanity. That is other storage, which we have here. But it is not correct. Okay, so I'm just going to start deleting and see where it picks up. Um, so it doesn't seem to like this capturing group. What is wrong? There is an extra \d in there. How did that get there? Well, you're in luck because Vampire Kiwi is what we are working on right now. Hey, what's up, Spyro? I think it may be stuck in a loop somewhere. So I don't think it would be taking that long. Let's see what it did. Okay, so we did the initial probing. Yeah, I bet you if we come in here, hmm, get a relative jump table with no entries. Why would that be? So let's take a look at this decompilation. Um, we are interested in the subroutines. or rather the subroutine tables. So the initial disassembly is succeeding. I wonder if it's the, well, it must be the Lexer that's failing. Entry index 1AE2. 6B88. There is no 6B88. I think it's producing a slightly larger. Looks like it's producing a considerably larger script. 6966. Converted to hex times 4. Yeah, okay, so it's a bit bigger. So with the jump table near the end of the script, I would guess probably this one. So let's nuke this and jump into the Lexer and take a look at the part that rebuilds the jump tables. So this is our list of jump tables here. Okay, this must be what's causing it. It looks like we have two uh, ops that are pointing to the same table. Oh yeah, of course we do. You can see the two labels here. Okay, so
Why would that be a problem?
it's just the way that that it's restructuring the tables here. Doing it twice will cause it to break.
Oh,
Because
okay, that
once a
makes sense.
table's already restructured, um, yes, I will. I actually have a water bottle right here. Yeah, so once the table's already restructured, restructuring it again will break it. So I think we can just um, let's jump in here. I think we're just good to filter duplicates. Is there a... I don't know if there is a unique built into Java streams. Distinct. Yeah. Okay, this should do it, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So we got our disassembly. So we got an A and a B file here. So A is the original. Wait, oh, I, I opened it in HXD instead of Notepad++. I was like, what in the hell? Yeah, okay. So let's just take a quick look at the entry points here. Mhm. So yeah, I mean, these appear to be functionally the same. The recompiler does recompile things a bit differently than the original scripts. Um, there's not really any way of getting around that while keeping it as just like standard text that's easy to edit. It shouldn't matter because any changes that it make should be like completely equivalent. So I think that basically means it's time to test it out and see what happens. I fully expect this to not work fully. I mean, there's some stuff that I know still isn't fully implemented, but I'm very curious to see what happens. Um, so yeah, we've got a recompiled source code here, and I think we just want to write this out. Um, oh, it's a folder. Um, yeah, that would be something. So we have our recompiled script. We will open SC. And see what happens. Oh, whoops, I am publishing and not running. So interestingly, I hooked my laptop up to my other monitor and it worked just fine. So I have no idea what the problem is with the TV. By the way, for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, 60 frames per second world map is not running very well because I am streaming, but that's the thing. This
I
might
don't
be
think I'll
show.
notice it. Streams running at 30 frames actually. Oh
Oh, is it?
wait, it just got up for me. It does look cool-ish,
Um,
but it's not really showing that well on here.
yeah, yeah, okay, I'm streaming at 30, which is still a higher frame rate than the format normally is. Oh, I can't even hear the game for some reason. Uh, is this any better? Apparently the game was really loud. For some reason I cannot hear it.
Mine at like 26 volume for me.
All right, I turned down the desktop audio drastically. For anyone who couldn't hear and has not seen it before, I was just showing off the 60 frames per second world map there briefly. Sorry for the
Oh,
jump scare. Okay, so moment of truth on the script. That is not the right encounter. What is an encounter with Vampire Kiwi?
1 second.
Okay, so much for the
Oh,
moment of truth.
I don't have it open for once. Why? Oh, I know why. All my stuff was on the whole old hard drive I took out. God damn it.
Uh,
Do I have a backup on my other drive? Oh, I do.
it's on the
Um,
resource archive as well.
14?
14. Okay, moment of truth part 2. Okay, they're there. That's a start.
Waiting it for it to like crash when it does something. Or hopefully not.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer if it didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna open up a couple of viewers here so we can see if anything interesting happens. And I'm just going to defend. Yeah. It's actually working. This is ridiculous. It's just working.
So we can definitely edit it for sure now, right?
Should be able to.
I mean, you got your whoever that is, the light element party member, and
They
because we
seem
know
to
that's
only
part of the
be
script.
attacking that strange person.
Uh, is it gonna do the blood suck, or did it do it already?
Um, I don't remember. I don't think so.
Maybe it'll only start after it's below a certain HP threshold, so maybe edit the monsters. See if that will cause it to crash.
Okay, there we go. Finally got a different attack. Or a different target. I'm gonna drop one of their hit points down. Oh, this is oh, I'm on super power saving mode. I'm just gonna crank that up. That is much better. Oh, it did it. And it worked.
Now, can we make it guard by editing the script?
That might take a bit more research.
TFC did it already. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have to know exactly what he did there.
let me see if I can find it.
I can't believe this is actually working, to be completely honest with you. Okay. Um, I'm gonna add a couple of run configs here that will make this easier to use. Um,
Well, TSC posted the move table location. I remember that's what they edited.
Okay, so that's a decompile, and then we'll make a separate run config for compiling. How long was a jiffy? I guess that makes sense. Okay, so we are going to run decompile. We're going to decompile the script. Okay, we now have this script, which gonna pop into our technical documents here because we have this all actually fully decompiled and commented up already. Vampire Kiwi. Okay, so way down at the bottom, so 69F8 is the entry point. Um, Let me see which entry point that is. Why don't I see that in here? Are we looking at the wrong script? 28. That's the right one. 28. Am I just blind? No? I mean, it's matching up with this. What? Dragon 1, 28. I am possibly losing my mind here. That's apparently entry point 0, yet none of these entry points match that. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm just going to pretend this isn't happening right now and carry on. I mean, we could try giving it a giant shadow.
I mean, yeah, that works.
Let's make it 16 times the size.
Whatever makes it more obvious. And then we can start doing the fun stuff.
Okay, so oops, that is not what I wanted to do. All right, we'll see what happens. You said 14, right?
Yep.
Yep, those are some big ass shadows.
I'm waiting for the YouTube stream to catch up so I can see it.
So yeah, this I think this is a pretty good demonstration that it is working.
Finally, I can make a chaos mode where the AI is actually smart.
Yep.
Everyone should be afraid.
Technically, you can already do that with custom battle objects. It wouldn't be easy. You need to do a lot of R&D to get it working, but it is doable.
I am perfectly fine with doable, but this looks a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. Just editing existing stuff is always easier, of course. This is big. This is very, very important milestone. We have actually
I'm gonna
edited
have to
a
ask
script.
TFC about that move table, and then maybe next week we can show off a fully edited monster script.
Yeah, I can't believe that's actually just working. Like, honestly, I'm like astounded.
What about a map script? Can we do anything with that that can be quick?
Yep, should be able to.
Oh wait, we
Uh,
can
what
decompile the
is...
debug room and figure out how they're loading the different models in the map.
Yeah, if you can tell me which one of these folders is the debug room.
I have no clue. Doesn't Sever Chains already have output when you load in the map ID?
Uh, it should. Can you give me a debug room ID?
0?
It'll do it. It did not want to stay. Okay, there we go.
It's either 0 or 1 that has the different version of Dart.
Okay, so the directories are 5 and 6 in Dragon 22. Submap objects are loaded from 6, so I'm assuming the submap script is as well. Actually, um, I'm gonna load that back up and we are going to check out some stuff on that map. So Icarus, we are going to have some kind of mechanism for applying script patches. It's a it's a bit of a complex issue. Okay, so floating dart is object one. Is the text actually all its own objects as well? Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
what
I
those
did
are.
not know that that would be a different script. Maybe map 2 has just Dragoon Dart as the player script? Mm,
This map, the floating dragoon is its own object.
I think if you go to the next floor, it's just Dragoon Dart as the walking model in the player script.
Oh yeah. How do you go there?
Just go to the 2 or the 4. You can just walk into the portal where the text is hovering.
Okay, where am I going?
Just over the blue and the red text that says 2 and 4, or just the 2.
Oh, if you run, you fly. Interesting. Okay, so this only has Dart script.
Now, if we can figure out how to get that Dragoon Dart model on the field elsewhere.
Oh, I'm sure we can. Okay, so it's directory 16. Also 17 and 18. I think it's 18 we're dealing with here. So I guess let's just disassemble Dart script. Mm. I'm guessing we're just, oh, all the entry points are the same anyway. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would have been a lot of work for them to do all of that animating and stuff just for the debug rooms. So, I mean, they either did it as like, just experimentation, or they were in fact planning on allowing that at one point.
I mean, Lloyd has a model that you can walk around with, but it has no idle animation, so it kind of just explodes once you go idle.
Yeah, so I mean, Zychronics, the model is probably just like whatever one of these files here. Yeah, this is an extended TMD. I don't think it's doing anything fancy.
Oh, I thought it would be something fancy.
Yeah, I mean, there it is. It's in pieces, but
I shall wait for the stream to catch up. Why am I so far behind?
what a good question.
I just put it on 2x. I will eventually catch up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the preview. Huh.
So, I mean, if I copy this and let's just see what the first Celeste map is. Ten. Actually, I'm going to see what it logs here. Dragon 1, 36. So it should be 35. Yeah, there you go. We are officially flying. I didn't copy over the texture for it, so it's still using the regular Dart texture. But I mean, kind of looks cool.
Oh, wow. Oh, I thought that would have been like a model ID or something, not just
Nope. The
a swap.
models are copied in every single submap.
Of course it is. Why would I expect anything different with this game?
It's a really hefty walking animation. It's really got some weight
I
to it.
mean, yeah, all that armor must be real heavy. Maybe that's why in the base game the their defenses are so much higher.
Yeah. Yeah, walking with a purpose. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks cool with the black wings and stuff. Not gonna lie.
Or is the true black monster.
Yeah, although he doesn't have much of a face. I crashed something by scaling it up too high. Oh no, I think it just crashed because Dart went idle. Yeah, it was trying to apply Dart's regular animation. So yeah, there you go. Not as difficult as you thought, huh?
No. I am definitely not playing the new Maple Story update until I do something with the some
Yeah, I bet you're
or
not.
something with these scripts.
Uh, what file was that in? I've already forgotten. 18. So I think these should be the PXL files. Or maybe these are. What tool will open PXLs? Will Tim2 view open PXLs? Not what I wanted. Well, that's the ground. Yeah, I think that's only finding the Tims. Does Kongo have a field Dragoon model? I highly doubt that, since if you don't get his Dragoon spirit from the merchant, then you don't get it until the moon. And I can't think of any situation on the moon where Kongo would have his would be in his Dragoon form. I wonder if this. God, this is an old program. It doesn't even let me choose it if it doesn't have an extension. I mean, I could always edit these and just change this to the Tim header since PXLs are compatible, I think. Are PXLs and Tims compatible?
From what I remember, to a certain extent, but not entirely.
Yeah, we'll
It's
find
been
out
a
here in a
while
second.
since I dealt with a Pixel.
Yeah, no, they're not. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. I don't want to screw around with that.
Something about them having a slightly different header, but if you convert it to TMD, then like the headers will start working or something.
Mm, probably. So yeah, this is all just working, and that's ridiculous.
What's the next step? Putting it in the unpacker? Or does this still need further refinements before it goes anywhere?
Well, I mean, we're not going to unpack the game scripts into text in the unpacker. Um, they're just going to stay as binary because that would really slow things down. Um, in terms of how modding is going to work with them, I haven't really decided yet. we'll have to come up with some way to implement script modding. I don't know what that will be, but we'll do something for sure. I wonder what else we can do with the Vampire Kiwi script.
Um, is the size of the monster in the script? It's just a vertex. That's all set to 16. I don't know if that's in the script or not, but maybe we can change that. We love embiggening things over here.
um, 80 hits for scale. Let me find a method that does scaling. Alright, never before tried. Let's see if I can write a new line of script code. So we want to pass our own index, which is in storage 0, and then a simple integer for the scale. Let's set it to 2x, and let's see if it compiles. Okay, I wrote it right. Ha! Yep, that worked.
Alright, I'm just catching up.
And I did not unembiggen the shadows, so they're still gigantic.
Oh, that looks hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill these guys and get into a new fight so that they're small. I'm going to recompile that script. We should just be able to hot swap this. Okay, yep, there we go. Bigger.
Wow, the first mod, well, the second. The first one was the shadows, but this has a new line of code in it.
Okay, recompile again. There we go. All right, that's gonna be the screenshot for tonight's stream.
First, it's we have 50 vampire kiwis on the screen. Now they are just very large.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I can test them blood sucking. I will have to set the HP down though because I can't do a small enough amount of damage to not kill them. Pony Bro said, "Oh, there we go. It's doing it." All right. Okay. Well, it sucked blood from its feet, but you know, it's close. Pony Bro says, "Do you think Melbu is just like, what the fuck are you doing?" Which would you rather fight, 50 normal-sized vampire kiwis or two Virage-sized vampire kiwis? Um, I feel like I feel like the two Virage-sized vampire kiwis could do a lot more damage. I mean, imagine they come and try and suck your blood with a blood-sucking beak that's 15 times the normal size. I don't think there's any coming back from that. At least with 50 regular-sized vampire kiwis, you could just start kicking. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You just start punting. did not like that. I wonder why. I don't know if that is something related to the script changes or just uh, broken on the in the dev builds. It might just be broken in the dev builds.
Probably just broken in the dev builds. Half the game doesn't
Yeah.
work currently. Soon, no.
Dart's Dragoon icon is green because he has the Divine Dragoon spirit, since I launched that fight from the end of the game. Also, very interesting thing that I noticed, and I can't remember if I have mentioned this on stream or not. So, normally when you start a fight in an area that does not have a combat stage assigned, it just puts you into the combat stage 0, which is the hoax beta stage. Um, it's hoax during the daytime, and it's not actually used in game. If you start a fight here, right before you fight Melbu, it actually has a combat stage assigned to it. So if we start a fight here,
Mhm.
you can see that it's set to take place in a ruined Celeste.
You know what? I never noticed that before, and I probably did that before.
Yeah. So that kind
But
of leads
why?
me to believe that at one point they may have been planning uh, they may have been planning to have the final fight take place uh, in Celeste.
Perhaps, maybe, just like a digitized moon version, I guess, because that's what was on the screens before the final Virage.
Mojo Joe Jenkins just asked, "Is Dart in a mech?" I think you are way behind in the video. I had swapped out Dart's model to be a Dragoon. Hey Doom. So we've done some really big stuff that you missed this stream. Um, we have fully decompiled a script. I added a new line of code to it, and we recompiled it and imported it into the game. So if we load up here and start a fight with the vampire Kiwi, you can see that they are gigantic. Yeah, exactly. Well, not the first script ever modded, since we've done like manual ass like recompilation by hand that took hours and hours to do. But this is the first actual like we disassembled a script added a line to the source code and recompiled it, and it took me all of like 45 seconds. Yeah, Dracula Kiwi. Yeah, so this is a long time coming, but this is going to be a kind of a new era of changes that we're able to make to the game. And I mean, not only will we be able to do much more in-depth modding now, um, you know, even changing enemy AI and things like that, but uh, this was the script engine was well, the script specifically were the last things stopping me from being able to add support for adding unlimited, like adding modding support for adding unlimited new items, spells, etc., etc. So now that we can do this, I can actually modify the game scripts to support the new item registries and everything, um, and have that actually work.
Thank God, 192 equips is not enough.
Yeah. So stay tuned for Hell mode coming in with like 500 new items.
Like, there's not enough boots. There's not enough boots, okay? We need more boots.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I ran
Yeah,
out of
so
room adding cool weapons.
yeah, so I mean like, there's 192 slots total for equipment possible in the base game. Um and that leaves what, 60 slots for items since you can't use the upper IDs. Um
Yeah,
and let's say you had 3 or 4 mods installed that wanted to add new equipment. You're gonna hit that limit very, very quickly. Like, Zachronix just said, Dramod alone would use all of that space and then some. So, yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a very, very important tool. Probably the single most important advancement that we've made thus far. Just gonna take a scroll through here and yeah, so you can see in some scripts that there is some code that doesn't disassemble. Now the reason for this, that's actually normal with the new disassembler. Um, the reason being is that unlike the old script disassembler, it doesn't just start from the top and work its way down. It actually like uh, like um, it builds a tree of all of the function calls and things like that, and actually like traverses through the script as if it was running it. So any code that doesn't get hit, um, will not get disassembled. Um, there are certain traversals that the disassembler is still missing. Um, so it's possible this code here is actually used, but it's also possible that it's just dead code that's not actually run. One small step for man, one large leap for Dragoon-kind. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, unused code. There's actually quite a bit of unused code in the game engine as well. Like I found some unused screen transition effects and some unused model effects. Like one that basically makes like an effect kind of just jiggle back and forth and just some weird stuff. I've also found some testing code and things like that, but I'm not sure exactly what the testing code was for. Doom in the script engine, I mean, there's just a lot of script functions that they wrote and then just never actually used. Most of it's just innocuous, basic stuff like one way of like resizing a model over time that they didn't use because there is a different way to do the same thing and stuff like that. The most interesting thing that I've found is that weird screen transition effect that does like the like diamond fade. I don't really know how to describe it. I think I've shown it a few times before.
Game loads too fast now. Won't
Yeah.
be able to put that in unless you add like a toggle. Do you want to see the transition screen or not?
Yeah. Well, we do have like the menu fades and stuff.
I have the battle fade when entering the
Yeah.
menu just to trick people.
That'd be kind of funny. One major thing that I did for the disassembler is I don't think I was working on this on stream. I think I was just working on the disassembler on stream. But I wrote basically well, first off, in severed chains, I took every single goddamn one of the over 700 script functions and added these metadata tags that the parameters that scripts can pass in and read out of these functions, which just took an insane amount of time to do. I like almost lost my entire mind by the end of it. And I wrote a tool that scrapes that data and uploads it to the website, so we can actually grab these files and you can see that they contain all of that information. So like these are all the descriptions for every method, and then we have the parameters as well. So it says what method it belongs to. Um, it's got a description, the name, what type it is, whether it's an in, out, or both variable. Um, and then that last column is if it does any branching, which is important for the disassembler to be able to track. Um, so now other tools that we write can actually download these files and use that information. And the script parser does actually download those files. And that's how it gets the names for these functions and the parameters and everything. Because otherwise, if you look at the old disassembler, you can see it just tells you the function number, and you can't see what the parameters mean or anything like that. So that's really, really important for this to actually be usable. I haven't thought of any other tools that will be able to use that information yet, but you never know what we'll end up coming up with in the future. But yeah, anyway, so I can run that tool at any time and it'll upload new data to the website. And then anyone who is using this tool, the next time they run it, they will automatically have that fully up-to-date information. No need to download any updates or anything. So yeah, I think this is looking pretty good overall. Like I said, there is still some things that need to be implemented, but I mean it's working, and the new features we can just add on top of it. What was your random thought, Pony Bro? Yeah, Zycronix no longer needs to fear the script engine. Honestly, the script engine probably needs to fear Zycronix.
I will probably break it later tonight. Let's see.
I have no doubts about that whatsoever. I have done very little error handling in here, and the error messages that are in there are not great, so good luck. That will come in time, though. How feasible would early gunpowder weapons like muskets and stuff be within the LOD universe? I mean, that's a good question. There's there's this weird, really, really weird disconnect with like the item magic. Is like you can just roll up to any tiny little town and just buy like unbelievably powerful magic, but then also most people are just like fighting with swords. And I mean, like there's definitely some item magic with explosions. So I feel like if nothing else, they could scale that down into a gun, but also it would probably be worse than just like the magic, right? I don't know. I find the item magic to be just kind of strange and out of place overall. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it could be interesting to see. I think like overall the magic in the game is kind of I don't know, it's kind of a weird balance. And I don't think they really I don't really think they thought through the item magic in like a world building sense. Because if you consider like humans can't use magic yet. For some reason, everyone has access to, all this extremely powerful item magic. So, but like the item magic relies on the character's magic attack stats, and you could say that only the Dragoons have a magic attack stat, so no one else could use it, but then, why are they selling these items? Who's buying them other than the party? You just gotta not look too closely at it. All right. Well, we've been going for, well, I was gonna say 2 hours, but I mean technically kind of an hour and a half since the first half hour was a bit of a shit show. but it seems to be working perfectly on my laptop. I've only dropped 119 frames since we started, which is 0.0%. So that's pretty good. Um, I have this all set up so that I can run from my laptop in the future, so we shouldn't have any more streaming issues going forward, hopefully. I think I'm just going to retire my desktop. It's lived a pretty good life. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try reinstalling Windows or something and see if it's just bad drivers or a bad update or something. But yeah, we'll use the laptop going forward. I mean, I use my laptop as like my daily computer anyway. I only really use the desktop for playing games that require not an integrated GPU, which is not something that I really do often because I do most of my gaming on the Xbox. All I really play on the computer is like Factorio and Minecraft. Yep, it'll be missed. Factorio, Minecraft, and Legend of Dragoon, since we have made it a PC game, which is a weird thing to say. But anyway, I think we will probably wrap it up there. Zychronics, do you have anything to add before we go?
Nope.
All right. Well, in that case, uh, 1 second. I just want to check something real quick. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good to go here. All right. Well, that will wrap it all up. Thanks to everyone who has tuned in tonight. We're gonna have some really big things coming out of this new script recompiler. Some really really big things. Um, but anyway, I would like to thank my Ko-fi supporters. Unfortunately, I do not have the list handy on my laptop at the moment, so I apologize for that. But thanks to everyone who has donated and who has subscribed to me. If you would like to support what we are doing here on these streams and off stream, there is a link to my Ko-fi in the chat. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and